We will discuss projection of straight lines. Straight line. First of all, what do you mean by a straight line? The shortest distance between 2 points is known as straight line. And positions of a line with respect to horizontal plane and vertical plane for projections of a line. Line parallel to both the planes HP and VP, and this further we can subcategorized as contained in one plane and parallel to the other, or contained in both the planes HP and VP. So next one, perpendicular to one plane and parallel to the other. Perpendicular to one plane is perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP, or perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. If it is parallel to one plane and inclined to the other, parallel to HP, inclined to VP, or parallel to HP and inclined to VP. And next one is contained in one plane and inclined to the other. Most and important thing is line inclined to both the planes HP and VP. So in our method, we are going to follow first angle projection. So you have to remember the concepts of first angle projection. So first angle projection, front view is always the top view. Front view will be projected on the vertical plane. Top view is projected on the horizontal plane. For our answer point of view, front view is always above the XY reference line because it is being projected on the vertical plane. Top view is always below XY after the rotation of 90 degree in clockwise direction. So, because top view is projected in the horizontal plane, that is why after the rotation of 90 degree in clockwise direction, top view below XY. So you have to remember this basic concept. Front view is always above the top view, which means front view above XY, top view below XY for first angle projections. Now you can read the question. A line AB 30 mm long is parallel to both the planes. The condition of the line is parallel to both the planes. How to fix that line which is parallel to both the planes? 40 mm above HP and 25 mm in front of VP. So you can keep a line which is parallel to both the planes AB and 40 mm above HP, 25 mm in front of VP. From now you have to draw the answer as front and top view of this one. So when you see from the top view, you can clearly see 40 mm above HP. So above XY, you can extend the projectors, draw the projectors for 40 mm. Then you can complete a line. What is the length of the line? You have the distance between the projectors. You have to keep it as 30 mm. Nothing but the length of your line. After this, you can finish the front view. What is the notation of your front view? A dash and B dash. Or you can represent the front view as A dash and B dash. Length of the line is 30 mm. Now we'll move on to the top view. Top view, and once again you can see this entire true length of the line AB, but it is 25 mm in front of VP. So 25 mm away from VP, 25 mm below XY. You can extend the same projector from point A dash and B dash. You can mark the line. The representation of top view is A and B. 25 mm below XY. This is your answer for this problem, front view as well as top view. We'll move on to the next one. A line BC 60 mm long is lies in HP and 45 mm in front of VP. Draw its projections. So lies in HP and 45 mm in front of VP. Lies in HP, 45 mm in front of VP. So from the top view, 45 mm in front of VP. In the front view, you can see clearly it is lying on the HP plane. So it is lying on XY. Hence it is lying on the XY reference line. So B dash C dash is lying on the XY reference line, nothing but our front view. Top view after the rotation of horizontal plane by 90 degree goes to XY. Now we will proceed with front view. B dash C dash length of the line is 60 mm. You can pick any point on the XY reference line. Start, draw the line of 60 mm long. Nothing but B dash and C dash as the front view of the line BC. The true length is 60 mm long. Now for top view, it is 45 mm in front of VP. So 45 mm away from the XY. So we extend the projector from the point B dash and C dash, complete the top view as same true length 60 mm long. Representation is B and C as your front view and top view is completed for this problem. Like previous problem, this line CD is lying in VP. In the previous case, it is lying on the HP. Now it is lying in VP. In the VP plate, you see a line which is lying in VP. Length of the line is 55 mm. You have to fix in the VP plane. The data given is 45 mm above HP. So 45 mm above HP. CD is 45 mm above HP and lying in VP. How it can be projected from the top view? You can see this top view of line CD is lying on the XY. But in case of front view, you can clearly see it is 45 mm above XY. You can draw the XY reference line. Top view is CD is lying on XY, so C and D. It is easy for us to complete top view. Length of the line is 55 mm. You can represent either in the front or top view. No need to represent the 55 mm as length of line in both the views. So you can represent either in front or top views. Now you can extend the projectors from the point C and point D for completion of the front view. What is the length of this projector is 45 mm above XY. After this, you can simply join the endpoints of two projectors. Now it has C dash and D dash is the representation of the front view and it is 45 mm above XY. Okay. Next one is line EF, which is lying on both the planes HP and VP. Lying on both the planes HP and VP. So obviously from the question itself it's given HP and VP is lying on the XY reference line. So it is very easy and simple problem. In the XY reference line you have to complete front view as well as top view. You may have a question why the front view is marked above XY. You have to remember the first angle projection concept. E dash F dash is nothing but your front view. It is always above the top view. Length of the line is 55 mm. So whatever we discussed the problem so far is line parallel to both the planes, line contained by one plane and inclined to parallel to the other, line contained by both the planes. In the upcoming questions, we will solve line perpendicular to one plane and parallel to the other. Now let us see this line PQ 25 mm long parallel to VP but perpendicular to HP. First of all, you have to draw a line in this horizontal and vertical plane so that it is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. In this case, most of the time what we do as a mistake is before pointing this P and Q, PQ is our line, you have to fix which end is P and what is the another end. You read the question, point P is 35 mm above HP, but point Q is 10 mm in front of VP. If you mark P in the lower end, you may not satisfy this condition. So you have to change your position of this points P and Q. So you have to change P in the upper end and Q in the lower end. Now you can read the question. Point P is 35 mm above P, above HP, sorry, it is above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. So point Q is 10 mm above HP. So 10 mm above HP is satisfied. P should be 35 mm above HP. So what is the length of the line? 25. Another 10 mm is above HP. So 10 plus length of the line is 25. 35 mm above HP, the point P. And P is 20 mm in front of VP. Now the condition is clearly satisfied. We will proceed the answers for first start with front view. Front view you can see the line which is 10 mm above HP. The end point of Q is line Q is 10 mm above HP. So you draw a projector for 10 mm. Then you can extend the line for 25 mm, which is the projection of line in the front view P dash and Q dash. Now once again you can confirm the P is 35 mm above HP. 10 plus 25 it is 35 mm above HP. It is clearly satisfied. But what about top view here? Top view, from the top only P point is visible, Q is the invisible or hidden in the line. So how can we represent this hidden is it should be in the bracket. So how much mm it is far away from VP is 20 mm far away from VP or 20 mm in front of VP. So 20 mm below XY. Notation is P is visible in the bracket. Whenever if you represent a point or anything in the bracket, it shows invisible or hidden portion. Okay. So alternate type of this problem is parallel to HP, perpendicular to VP. So perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP, line RS 25 mm long. So what is the position of line? RS is perpendicular to VP, but still it is parallel to HP. Now you can keep NR is 10 mm in front of VP. So it is clearly given R is 10 mm in front of VP. So R end should be nearer to the VP plane. So it is 10 mm in front of VP. The entire line is 10 mm, 20 mm above HP. Because being line is parallel to HP, you can draw anywhere it is 20 mm above HP. So in the front view, I can see only the point S. R is hidden or invisible for us from the front view, but it is 20 mm above HP. In the front view point of view, you have to draw a projector for 20 mm. Point S. Point S is 20 mm above HP. Okay, so point S because S alone visible from the front view, R is hidden. Rotation of inversion or representation of front view is S dash R dash. Being invisible or hidden, it should be in the bracket. So front view is completed as S dash and R dash. S dash is visible as a point, R dash is invisible. In the top view, 10 mm away from HP. R is 10 mm away from HP, but you can see the entire line RS. Okay, after the rotation of horizontal plane in 90-degree by clockwise direction, this RS is perpendicular to the XY like this. What is the length of the line? It is 25 mm. R is nearer to the vertical plane. So R and S as the corresponding top view of this RS line. Okay. Now we are moving on to the next concept, line which is parallel to one plane and inclined to the other plane. In this problem, they are clearly given parallel to vertical plane but inclined to horizontal plane. In this case, first of all, you have to keep the position of line parallel to the particular plane. Here it is parallel to VP. You can draw a line which is parallel to VP, but it is lying on HP. Now you have to make the inclination of the line with respect to horizontal plane as per the question. It is 30 degree. Now you see the inclination of the line is 30 degree, but point A is lower end A is 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. They clearly given lower end of the line is A, so A is 15 mm above HP, 20 mm in front of VP. You can see clearly the inclination of 30 degree in the front view, but in the top view you can see the line, but still it is you may not confident about the inclination. So in the front view, you can clearly see the inclination of line as 30 degree AB. Okay, AB line which is 40 mm long and 30-degree incline. So whenever you are solving the inclination problem, first complete the inclined view position. Here it is in the front view, it is inclined view. Proceed with inclined view. Before that, this lower end is clearly given. A dash. A dash is 15 mm above HP and A as 20 mm in front of VP. So simply you can draw the projector. So draw the projector for 15 mm and 20 mm above 15 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP is for top view below XY. From A dash point A dash you draw a line which is inclined at 30 degree. At the same time length of the line is 40 mm. Use protractor and make an inclination as 30 degree. The length of the line as 40 mm. Complete B dash. A dash B dash is your true length of the line. It shows the true length of line as 40 mm. Inclination is 30 degree. While drawing the dimension line for any inclination line, you have to ensure this is the extension line. This blue shows, thin blue line shows both the end of line is extension. This extension line should make an angle of 90 degree with this right angle to this or 90 degree to this projection line A dash B dash, front view projection line A dash B dash, and make sure it should be even if I am measuring the dimension line length, it should be equal to this projection line length. So it also shows 40 mm. Okay. For completion of front view, this is completed. For completion of top view, you have to extend the projector from A dash as well as B dash below XY. But what is the length of projector? Already we completed as 20 mm. So representation is A and B. Here for notation of inclination with respect to horizontal plane is theta. For inclination with respect to vertical plane is phi. You have to draw the arc with arrowheads at both the ends for denoting the dimensions. Here it is missing. Make sure this extension line should have 90-degree inclination with this projection line. And one more, the true length of the line can be measured only in the front view. A dash B dash only gives you the true length of the line. If you measure A and B, it is foreshortened length. You may not get exact 40 mm. It is the foreshortened length. It will be the reduction in the length. So what is the true length of line in this? As per this problem, true length of line we can obtain as A dash B dash is the true length of the line. Okay. Now you see on opposite to the previous problem. Here it is inclined at an angle of 35 degree to BP. In the previous case, inclination with respect to HP. Now it is inclination with respect to BP. So first of all, you have to keep a line parallel to HP. Now it is parallel to HP. Now you can make an angle with respect to which one? BP. Angle with respect to BP. So from the top view, you can clearly see the inclination of line is 35 degree and C is 20 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of BP. You can proceed with top view because in the top view only you can clearly see the inclination of the line CD. So in the front view, for fixing the point C, both the data are given. 20 mm above HP, it is 20 mm above XY is 15 mm below XY is C. Start from C, you can draw a line which is inclined at an angle of 35 degree and length of the line is 50 mm. So you can complete point D. With this, you have to extend the projectors from C dash as well as D dash to complete the front view. Extend the projector, and after joining this C dash and D dash, you can complete the front view of this line. So length of line is 50 mm. Once again, I repeat, this extension line and the projection line inclination should be 90 degree. Even if I measure this 50 mm, dimension line should be the length as equal to the projection line. Projection line length is 50 mm naught. This dimension line should be 50 mm naught. You have to ensure this extension line makes an angle of 90 degree with this projection line. Okay, and also draw a dimension of this dimension line of this inclination as arc with arrowheads at both the ends. The notion of inclination with respect to VP is phi. Okay. How you can ask, sir, how it is in the front view also it is inclined, but in case of real practical example, when the two-wheelers are riding in the nights, if you see on the roadside, two-wheelers at different distance, if you see from the long distance, it looks like on the same line, both the lights on the same line. Once if you're getting into closer to that vehicle, then only you can identify, yes, it's two vehicles which is traveling at different distances. That is how it is projected in the front view. So clearly you can see the inclination only in the top view. In this question, where you will get the true length is in the top view CD, but this is not a true length. C dash D dash is not a true length, it is foreshortened one. Okay. uh, we discussed parallel to HP and inclined to VP as well as inclined to HP. Now we are going to discuss if line is untied by one plane, inclined to the other. EF is long is in VP, lying in VP, but still it makes an angle of 35 degree to HP. So in this case, what is our top view? So top view, if you see from the top view, you can see only a line which is lying on XY. In the front view, you can see clearly it is 35 degree inclination with 10 mm above HP. So XY, above XY it is 10 mm. Point E dash is 10 mm above xy. From E dash, you can draw a line which is inclination of 35 degree at 50 mm long. So again 50 mm long being inclination with respect to HP, it is denoted as theta is equal to 35 degree. Okay. But the inclination theta is equal to 35 degree. So you can complete the dimension as arrowheads with both the in the arc arrowheads on both the ends. For completion of top view, you have to extend the projectors from the F dash, which means E dash and F dash. You have to extend the projector. It is lying in VP. If you see from the top view, 50 mm long line is in VP, so you can clearly project a line which is on XY. So representation is VF. Already we mentioned it is 50 mm long because true length you can obtain only in the front view. Here EF is not a true length of the line EF. So next one is lying in HP but inclined at an angle of 45 degree to VP. NP is 10 mm in front of VP. It is lying in HP but inclined at an angle of 45 degree to VP. Okay, so this inclination 45 degree to VP. Point P is 10 mm in front of VP. Now you have to proceed with the top view. In the top view only you can see clearly the inclination of the line PQ. In the front view, line is lying on HP. So in the front view, it is lying on XY reference line. So top view 10 mm away from HP. So 10 mm below Y, XY. From point P, you can draw an inclination line of 45 degree with the length as 52 mm long. Phi inclination with respect to VP is represented as phi is equal to 45 degree. Here you have to draw the dimension line with an arrow with an arc representation of arrow at both ends. Okay. With this you can extend the projector from point Q and also the projector from P is already extended. You can easily obtain the corresponding front view of P dash and Q dash. Here what is the true length of the line? True length of the line is 52 mm long. Okay, so P dash Q dash is not a true length of the line. Wherever you are having an inclination, it only gives you the true length of the particular line. Okay, these are the possibilities of line with respect to HP and VP. Positions of line with respect to HP and VP. Projections of lines with respect to horizontal plane and vertical plane by following first angle projection.